Welcome to Empower.
Thank you, Mela.
In fairness sa'yo, Senrisa, you can face your enemies.
Yes, and I always will.
I've seen you in saunas. You stand, even if you don't applaud.
Yeah. Kung merong sasabihin yung nagsusona na sinusuportahan ko, papalakpakan ko. Kung hindi ko sinusuportahan, sabi ng iba, RBF.
Do you say something to yourself whenever you're faced with these people who oppose you?
Inhale light, exhale love. Minsan hindi ko talaga ma-love yung tinitingnan ko tao, pero nakakatulong sa akin.
Senator Risa Ontiveros is fully aware that conviction comes at a cost.
Yung ganyang klaseng pangingintriga, that's beneath a Senate President.
But despite criticism and political storms, she has remained steadfast in her commitment to public service. So what would you tell a Filipino who has been jaded by politics?
Huwag nating tanggapin yon. Kasi those dark thoughts are what enemies of reform want us to believe.
I am Risa Ontiveros and I am empowered because... Bienvenida a España,
Gracias.
Senrisa.
Gracias.
And do you know that the word for smile in Spanish is sonrisa?
Sonrisa, right. Laughter is risa.
Yes.
But smile is sonrisa.
How appropriate that it's written in your name. Laughter and smiling.
Right?
You are a joyful being.
Yeah.
What
Yes,
makes you
yes.
smile, Senrisa?
Oh, a lot. A lot. In spite of everything. The people I love and who love me, the beauty of nature, pride in being Filipino, our arts and cultures in the Philippines and here in Spain and wherever Filipinos are. Because wherever Filipinos are, for me, is the Philippines. And then our faith, our spirituality. So, a lot makes me smile in spite of everything.
You gave so much hope sa forum natin kanina. How is it being with Filipinos this morning?
Oh my God, it was so inspiring for me also. There were several moments na magkakasama tayo, Mela, kinikilabutan ako.
Saan nanggagaling yung kilabot,
Yung-
Senrisa?
Precisely na, saan man tayo sa mundo, tayong mga Pilipino, pareho pa rin. We really reach out to each other. We share many similar concerns, whether back home or here in a second home. At saka yung pagmamalasakit na alamin kumusta ba yung kababayan dito and how can we help each other. I mean, we heard a lot of happy stories earlier, but also stories that were bordering on or actually tragic. And never once does the concern of Pinoys for fellow Pinoys flag. I felt that so strongly this day.
And especially now in which we feel like we're so far away from the Philippines. But as you said, kahit nasaan naman tayo, we bring the Philippines with us.
You bring the Philippines in your heart, sabi mo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sinabi sa kanya ni Missy Mara Mara,
Wow.
sinabi ko sa kanya na parang, I'm going to Spain. Is it selfish for me to leave the Philippines? Sabi niya, the Philippines is not just a piece of land.
Yes.
It's not a geography per se. But you bring the Philippines with you. You are the Philippines.
See?
And you brought the Philippines in the 2-day conference here in Barcelona.
Oh my
How
God,
was
that was so
it?
exciting. I saw, mga heroes ko like Lula da Silva. I got to hear him speak, got to hear your Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez speak. The other kababayan who were at the conference, we had the same impression, electric yung atmosphere. At saka dahil mga progresibong partido, and many of them in power, it was so inspiring that our time has come. And we have to really step up in the world to share a vision of a better world, share our visions of better countries, and strike victories for that in elections, and not just in elections, in everyday lives of people.
Pag sinabi ba, Senrisa, na progressive, ano ba ibig sabihin nun?
I think it's a combination of several good stuff. Progressive for me means modernizing. Progressive for me means really putting a lot of weight on fairness. Progressive for me also means boldness, audacity, courage to try to stand up in the midst of what can be very conflictual situations, but hold on to the hope that some of the good stuff that we're fighting for, maybe their time has come and they will be realized now for our people.
Is it conflicting with traditional point of
Oh,
view?
that's an interesting question. Stereotypes would say, oo, na pag traditional ka, hindi ka pwedeng maging progresibo. Or pag progresibo ka, hindi ka traditional. Every party and country that's governed as a progressive society or organization maybe brings a different combination of the two together. Kunyari, tayo mga Pinoy na mga progresibo din, there are some values and traditions, even customs, we hold dear. And we bring them with us in our modern life, in our life as progressives, in our lives as activists or politicians or government people or civil society leaders. And yung mga kababayan din natin sa private sector. But we're also always looking out for how to make a situation better. So we're very open to reforms, we're open to new good things, and we're able to let them coexist with the traditions that siguro also make us feel very Pinoy. Diba?
So can you say that having a progressive mindset recognizes that there are traditions that can actually open up into making the world more inclusive?
For sure. In the same way that being progressives means we also have to understand if there are traditions that are holding back a better life for people. And minsan, hindi madaling harapin yung ganyang mga sandali. And we have to take a stand. But that's also what progressive means, being able to make a stand.
Right now, where do you stand in terms of having hope for Filipinos?
Never nawawala yung hope sa akin. Even on days na hindi pa ako optimistic or I'm on the verge of feeling pessimistic, I always choose to be hopeful. Minsan sinasabi ko sa mga kasama, I feel it's my responsibility to, always choose hope. Minsan kasi yun na lang natitira sa atin.
Correct.
So kailangan panghawakan natin, wag nating bibitawan. And if we hold on to hope, and we don't be paralyzed by hopelessness or desperation, if we keep on moving slowly and a little at a time, we create new possibilities.
So what would you tell a Filipino who has been jaded by politics? Na wala na yung pag-asa, na parang sinasabi niya na pare-pareho na lang naman lahat. Kahit sino namang iboto ko, wala namang mangyayari.
Huwag nating tanggapin yon. Kasi those dark thoughts are what enemies of reform want us to believe. Gusto ng mga ganong puwersa, iwan na lang natin yung eksena sa kanila. Iwan na lang natin yung Pilipinas sa kanila. There are differences among the options. The forces, the parties, the movements, the human beings na kasama natin sa espasyo kahit ng politika. And let's never quit the political field. Politics is beyond just elections and even governance. Politics is really about power of citizens. So, birthright din natin yun bilang mga tao at bilang mga Pilipino. How else will we have a say and a choice in what kind of future will the Philippines have? So, maiintindihan ko kapag may nagsabi niyan, pero sasabihin ko talaga, wag, parang ipahinga mo muna, or itulog mo muna, or ibakasyon mo muna, pero pag-isipan mo, give it a second thought. Never give up hope on improving politics in the Philippines, because that is one very important tool that we have to shape the Philippines that we're still dreaming of.
Tying this up with what you've mentioned in the global conference that you've attended, sinabi mo na the greatest threat to democracy right now is the ability of people to attack democracy itself.
Not even the threats of a strong man are the greatest threat, but that. And the cynicism that people might assume in the face of disappointments, feeling let down by democracy. So, kaya call to action ng natin na nagsasabing naniniwala tayo sa demokrasya. We have to make democracy felt, experienced in everyday lives of people. Para malaman nila, talagang may halaga ang demokrasya. Hindi lang siya salita, hindi lang siya konsepto, hindi lang siya formal arrangement in society. Pero demokrasya talaga means mas may social justice na na-enjoy ko. Demokrasya talaga means mas may gender justice. Demokrasya talaga means more real solidarity among people. Pag naramdaman yan ng mas maraming tao, hindi natin kailangan sabihin sa mga tao, depensahan natin ng demokrasya. Kasi kung nararanasan nila, may halaga. And if it comes under attack, definitely people together will defend it.
Kung magtatanong si Aling Tasing at si Kuya Boy sa'yo, Senrisa, paano ko ba mararanasan yung demokrasya sa pang-araw-araw kong buhay?
Ngayon lang, sa konteksto ng gera at saka oil crisis, si Aling Tasing na magsasaka o mangingisda, halos di na siya makatanim, makapalaot. Si Kuya Boy, jeepney driver siya. Halos hindi na siya makapamasada kasi ang mahal nga din ng diesel. Democracy would mean nakaka-access pa siya ng pataba para magpatuloy makapagtanim. May nabibili pa siyang sapat na diesel para yung bangka ng pamilya nila nakakapalaot pa at nakakahuli pa ng isda para sa pagkain nila at para ding ibenta sa palengke. And yung mga Aling Tasing at Kuya Boy sa pinaka-vulnerable nating mga kababayang OFW, lalo na kung undocumented, well, democracy would mean ma-formalize yung status nila, maramdaman nila na yung mga embahada, konsulado natin talagang pinoprotektahan sila habang nasa sa ibang bansa. At kapag eventually magdesisyon man sila magbalik bayan sa atin, alam nilang may mauuwian sila dahil ang demokrasya would mean yung hinulugan nila para sa pensyon, hinulugan nila para sa health insurance, sa iba't ibang bansa sa mundo, pag uwi nila sa Pilipinas, ma-enjoy nila. So, kailangan ganun ka konkreto, ganun ka nararanasan, ganun ka nararamdaman.
At kahit yung mismong pag-comment sa social media,
Yeah.
yung ability mo to actually say your stand and your piece in a respectful manner is also a form of democracy, right?
It is. Yun yung demokrasya na sana dapat maipanumbalik natin sa kultura natin.
Meron ako napanood na interview mo with Miss Karen Davila and you said, matiisin kang tao. But there will be Filipinos who would ask, hanggang kailan ako magtitiis?
Yeah, well, that's a fair question. At walang pwedeng magdikta sa iba kung hanggang kailan. Bawat isa sa atin lamang ang makapagsasabi hanggang kailan ako magtitiis. Maybe there are different moments na mauubos yung pagkamatiisin ko and I'll count on you na to bring me the extra mile. May mga pagkakataon naman na talagang susuko na yung ibang mga kababayan natin. Ako naman may extra reserve, pwede kong gamitin yun para, sige, angkas ka dito sa mahabang PC ko. And I guess it matters kasi long game itong buhay natin, itong mga pagsisikap natin. Yung mga binabaka natin, hindi kasi sila na institutionalize overnight. Overtime talaga. So, baka yung ibang mga problemang pilit natin nire-resolba, mangangailangan ng panahon para ma-resolba. So, we really need to be able to rely on each other.
Speaking of relying on each other, ngayon divided tayo.
Na nga eh.
Paano natin maaangkasan ng isa't isa kung sa simula pa lamang malinaw na watak-watak tayo? How do we resolve it?
Well, at least, gaya ng sinabi mo, Mela, sa simula pa lang, may recognition tayo na may pagkakawatak-watak. Hirap namang magpatuloy at magkunwari lang na nagkakaisa na tayo kung hindi muna nating tignan na meron talagang mga hidwaan, may mga sugat, kumbaga nagpaalam na sa isa't isa as if for life. But, yung sambayanan natin, hindi naman pwedeng parang mag-partition tayo at habang buhay, hindi na tayo pwedeng magtinginan mata sa mata na may respeto ulit. I think we have to find a way na to be in the same space again, accompany each other, makinig, magtanong, intindihin yung mga sagot, even if matindi at malalim. At talagang usaping paniniwala o values ang pinagkakahati-hatian natin sa ngayon. And every time there's a crisis upon us, baka pagkakataon din siya, hindi lang for reforms, but di kaya it's a chance na makahanap ng mga areas na pwede nating pagtulungang solusyonan ang mga problema, ang mga pain points natin bilang mga Pilipino. And in that way, find new, real unities. 'Di ba? So, hirap pero parang hindi pwedeng gawin kasi wala, isang sambayanan lang tayo
And we all have shared experiences. Lalo
Yeah.
na ngayon,
Yeah.
mataas ang diesel. Alam natin ang epekto ng ghost projects. Alam natin na masama ang korupsyon.
Yep.
At ito ang nangyayari ngayon. Lahat tayo nararanasan natin yan. And maybe we can rely on shared experiences.
Exactly. Shared suffering. So, kung isipin natin, may mga bagay na talagang parehong inaarayan ng mga Pilipino on both sides of that, painful conflict. Baka doon tayo makahanap ng, yun na nga, bagong pagkakaisahan. Tingnan natin. Pagtiyagaan din natin.
At posible kaya na dito mo rin hinuhugot yung fact because I've seen you in saunas. You stand even if you don't applaud.
Yeah.
There is an acknowledgement, but also at the same time, you also acknowledge your beliefs. Ganito ba si Senrisa?
Yeah, ganyan talaga. I am what you see or what you see is what you get. So, kung merong sasabihin yung nagsusona na sinusuportahan ko, papalakpakan ko. Kung hindi ko sinusuportahan, sabi ng iba, RBF, di ba? So, dead ma lang.
Resting bitch face.
Dead ma lang kahit ang iba ay pumapalakpak. Kaya ko ring tumayo at mag-standing ovation sa isang super importanteng mabuting bagay na sinabi kahit hindi siya ang binoto ko nung nakaraang eleksyon. So, and yun, yung bahagi nun ay pagrespeto dun sa office na inuukupan ng tao.
In fairness sa'yo, Senrisa, you can face your enemies.
Yes, and I do. And I always will.
Do you say something to yourself whenever you're faced with these people who oppose you?
Humihinga ako ng malalim. Hinga ng malalim, exhale ng malalim, tapos turo pa ng kaibigan ko na inhale light, exhale love.
Inhale light,
Exhale
love. Ang ganda no? Inhale light, exhale love.
Minsan hindi ko talaga ma-love yung tinitingnan ko tao, pero nakakatulong sa akin.
And I've also observed that you've been wearing this charm.
Oh, yeah. Oo.
Anong significance ito sa'yo?
Ito, nakakatuwa. Every Christmas, nakakatanggap ako ng mga regalo sa iba't ibang organisasyon, institusyon, at mula sa mga tao na not necessarily magkakilala na kaming personal. This one, pinadala sa akin ng isang nagtatrabaho sa kabaro natin. Nagtatrabaho siya sa Veritas.
Okay.
Radyo Veritas. And yung paliwanag niya, it is a rosary, tapos rosary daw ni Pope Francis. Love na love kasi Pope Francis.
Oh, parehas tayo!
Yes, diba? And probably for the same reasons.
Yes.
And so, masaya ako kasi may rosaryo naman ako, dala ko sa bulsa ng bag ko every day, but hindi ko naman siya pwedeng hawakan the whole day. At least ito, may krus na ako dito sa wrist ko, and rosaryo, tapos kay Pope Francis pa. So, yun yung kwento nito.
Can you say na parang merong special power na nabibigay sa'yo yan?
Oh yes, I believe the greatest powers in our world are from God or the universe, ano man ang pangalan natin sa Kanya. And then may special feeling of closeness or wanting to be close ako kay Mama Mary. And love na love ko yung mga tao na kahit hindi nila binago ang orthodoxy, pero sobrang pastoral ang approach, sobrang inclusive, tulad ni Pope Francis.
Ako, Senrisa, I'm interested. If you were to define your superpower, ano yung superpower mo?
Baka ang superpower ko ay magmahal. Oo, magmahal ng tahimik. Hindi ko kailangan sabihin. Pero mahaba ang PC nun.
Pero parang hindi ka nagmamahal ang tahimik because I can feel it from here. Because we
Okay.
message each other.
We do, yeah.
And you will always find time to reply.
Of course.
And for me, that is an expression of love.
Yeah.
And that empowers me.
Yay,
Thank you from
that's
someone
you.
who's so miles away. Salamat for taking time
Oo,
to reply
salamat.
to the
Of
messages.
Of course.
If there are people who are looking for words that can empower them, especially they're experiencing the lowest of lows in their lives, what do you want to tell them?
I would tell them that, like Mela, keep on looking for your path. And that, speaking from experience, there's no way past it but through it. And I would tell them, always hang on to hope kasi it may not look like it right now, but it gets better.
It really gets better. Last question, Sen Risa.
Yeah.
Complete the sentence. I am Risa Ontiveros and I am empowered because...
Of love. All the kinds of love I receive in life.
Thank you for your love.
You? Thank you, Tony.